What is it about North Korea that captures our imagination? It's a nation sealed off from the rest of us, shrouded in secrecy and myth. Images of military parades and stories of a leader worshipped like a god create a picture that is both fascinating and frightening. But what is life really like for the millions who live there? The North Korean state carefully crafts its image, showing outsiders only what it wants them to see. Behind the polished facade are untold stories, ordinary people navigating a system that dictates their every move. Access for outsiders is rare and tightly controlled. Visitors see only a curated reality. The truth is buried under layers of propaganda, making any glimpse inside feel urgent and incomplete. This essay is an attempt to look beyond the official narrative and explore the realities of life inside North Korea today. We'll examine strict government controls, the ideology of self-reliance, and what daily life looks like for ordinary citizens. We'll also look at recent developments, hardships, and surprising facts that challenge our assumptions. The goal is not to judge, but to understand. To shine a light, however faint, into one of the world's most misunderstood places. Let's try to see the people behind the politics. Let's peel back the layers of mystery and ask, what is the real North Korea? To understand North Korea, you must first understand its government, a single-party state ruled by the Kim dynasty for over 70 years. Kim Jong-un, the third ruler in this lineage, holds absolute power. The government controls the economy, military, media, and even personal lives. There are no free elections, no opposition, and loyalty to the leader is paramount. The guiding principle is juche, self-reliance, taught from birth and woven into every aspect of life. In reality, North Korea has long depended on foreign aid, and the ideal of self-reliance often clashes with economic hardship. The state assigns jobs, dictates where people live, and restricts travel within the country. Special permits are needed to move from one town to another, keeping communities isolated and easier to control. Surveillance is everywhere. Neighbors watch each other, and even children are taught to report dissent. The fear of punishment, including political prison camps, keeps people silent. Public loyalty is performed, while private struggles are hidden. This is the foundation of the Kim regime's power, absolute control, a powerful ideology, and the constant threat of punishment. Every aspect of life is filtered through the lens of the state. The government's reach shapes society, leaving little space for individual freedom. Dissent is not tolerated. The system is designed to maintain the regime's grip on power. In North Korea, the state is everything. The individual is secondary. This is the reality of governance under Kim Jong-un. Imagine a life where your path is chosen for you. This is the North Korean reality. The state is the ultimate employer, assigning jobs based on the needs of the regime and your family's loyalty ranking, or Songbun. A good Songbun opens doors, a bad one closes them for life. Travel is a privilege, not a right. Moving between provinces requires official permission, and most never see the capital, Pyongyang. Roads are rough, private cars are rare, and the railway is slow and unreliable. This lack of mobility keeps communities isolated and prevents the spread of unauthorized information. The state's presence is everywhere. Loudspeakers broadcast propaganda, portraits of the leaders hang in every home, and regular meetings reinforce loyalty. Work is a duty to the state, not just a way to earn a living. Official salaries are low, forcing many to turn to illegal markets to survive. These markets operate in a gray area, sometimes tolerated, sometimes not. For many, they are the only way to feed their families. Life is lived within a small, state-approved radius. The system ensures conformity and obedience from cradle to grave. Individual choice is almost non-existent. Daily life is shaped by the needs of the regime. Survival often depends on bending the rules. In Pyongyang, life can look deceptively modern, but the reality is far from comfortable. Residents live in state-provided apartment blocks, but power cuts and unreliable hot water are daily struggles. The public distribution system, meant to provide food, has been failing for years, leading to chronic malnutrition. Many supplement their diets with private gardens or by buying food at local markets. Outside the capital, the struggle for food is even more severe. Education is free and compulsory, but its main purpose is indoctrination. Children are taught to worship the Kim family, and all subjects are framed by juche ideology. The The system produces loyal citizens, not critical thinkers. Even leisure is controlled. State-run cinemas show propaganda, and public events like the mass games celebrate collective discipline. The individual is always secondary to the group. Pyongyang is a showcase, but beneath the surface, hardship is everywhere. The state's control extends into every aspect of life. In North Korea, the state is everything. As 2025 ends, North Korea is in the headlines for its military advancements. The regime pours resources into nuclear and missile programs, even as civilians face food shortages and economic collapse. Military might is seen as the regime's only guarantee of survival. This focus deepens the country's isolation, sanctions remain, and dialogue is rejected. The government is sealing off the last cracks that allowed outside information to seep in. The leadership projects strength, but the pressures are immense. Kim Jong-un must balance the demands of the military, the elite, and the struggling masses. The country is retreating further into itself. The doors to the outside world are closing. The future rests on the regime's ability to maintain this delicate balance. North Korea's isolation is deeper than ever. North Korea's command economy is plagued by inefficiency and mismanagement. Chronic food shortages and poverty are the norm, and the state has used food as a weapon against the disloyal. Many people operate outside the official system, engaging in illegal activities just to survive. Internal migration without permits is common, despite the risks. The regime's most powerful tool is its monopoly on information. All media is state-run, broadcasting propaganda and demonizing enemies. There is no real internet, only a tightly controlled intranet for the elite. For most, the outside world is a mystery. Smuggled USB drives with foreign movies and news are a lifeline, but getting caught is dangerous. Punishments are severe, yet people continue to take the risk. The hunger for information is a quiet act of rebellion. Even in a society demanding total conformity, the desire for truth endures. Survival and curiosity go hand in hand. Leaving North Korea is a crime, punishable by imprisonment, torture, or execution. Despite the risks, thousands have fled, seeking freedom. Most escape by crossing rivers into China, dodging border guards with orders to shoot. In China, refugees live in hiding, fearing deportation and exploitation by traffickers. Many women are sold into forced marriages, men into hard labor. The journey to safety is long and dangerous, often relying on underground networks. Those who reach South Korea face new challenges: culture, shock, trauma, and discrimination. They must learn to navigate a world that is completely foreign. Many struggle with guilt for those left behind. Their stories are a testament to courage and the universal desire for freedom. Between 10,000 and 300,000 North Koreans are believed to be hiding in China. Each escape is a silent act of defiance. The crisis continues, out of sight. North Korea is full of contradictions. The demilitarized zone, one of the world's most dangerous borders, has become a wildlife sanctuary. The country sits on vast mineral wealth, but sanctions and poor infrastructure keep it untapped. Traditional beliefs like shamanism persist quietly, despite official atheism. State-controlled churches exist for show, but genuine worship is repressed. Deforestation has scarred the landscape, a visible sign of hardship. Even in the most controlled society, nature and tradition endure. The land itself tells the story of struggle. It's easy to see North Korea as a caricature, but behind the headlines are 26 million people. They are parents, children, and dreamers, trapped in a system they didn't choose. Their stories are unheard, their suffering unseen. We have a moral responsibility not to look away. Caring about North Korea is about empathy, not politics. The world's focus is often on missiles and sanctions, but we must also hear the human story, listen to refugees, support journalists and human rights organizations, and spread awareness. Change must come from within, but the outside world can help by staying engaged and holding the regime accountable. Support humanitarian aid and efforts to get information into the country. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and support those working for a better future. Build bridges of understanding, not walls of indifference. The people of North Korea deserve to know they are not forgotten. Let's remember their humanity. Let's keep their story alive. The world must not look away.